exploring with UI stuff in-game. So picking out, oops, wrong button. Picking out some different colors. I don't know if I can do this and talk at the same time because it makes me feel retarded, but just to navigate. First thing I did was play with some line drawing thing that I had done for some markup for another job. That doesn't work, which was fun, but kind of not really. The next thing I was doing this past weekend was playing with our sense of scale. So say if we cut the world scale in half, and half again, we start to look around and all of a sudden we're pretty damn big, which is kind of cool. But on the same front, you can start to make things really enormous too. So now, I also have it set up so you can grab stuff, start chucking things, which is oddly more fun than I thought it would be, just because it's so enormous. So let's see. That was the stuff I did. I don't know, mostly last night actually.
Can you tell me a little bit about the interface from a development standpoint, like how was it easy to get where it is right now?
It was actually. I've been using in Unity 3D a kind of middleware package for UI called NGUI, and the NGUI was pretty easy. I just had to edit in Hydra support to NGUI. So right now, the left pointer finger is basically just your mouse pointer. So I have a couple little triggers, which unfortunately is inside my physical body right now. It's kind of hard to hit. So it's really easy to do. You basically just build your UI bits in the 3D scene, and some of it works pretty awesome. Some didn't. Others, like toggling gravity on and off. Copying objects. Deleting objects. So actually one thing that is kind of randomly fun, stacking a bunch of shit together, making a couple copies of it, grabbing everything at once, turning on gravity, and exploding it. Random things that I find fun while I'm messing around at night after everybody goes to sleep. So,
this looked like a lot of fun.
Another thing which I sort of found by accident is
surfing.
Basically, yeah. So your height is controlled by basically just lifting and lowering this object as you go. You can just cut it out and fly around. Did other stuff for copying and basically I'm slowly working towards like a world building type thing. If everyone on Earth has seen the demo of being able to just place and just scale, rotate, and edit everything in your scene. And another little random feature I've been working on is just different navigation schemes on how to get around quickly without any nausea. So I found that if you're not changing the player's look of rotation, you can really get around with doing things very quickly, especially if they have a physical reference for how much is moving. So like this, I've been able to put just about anybody into this and it looks pretty good. It works pretty smooth. The other one, not so much. This one sort of makes everybody sick.
So for that UI, is that like on a 3D plane? Can you reach past it?
Yeah, it's actually in space. Oops. The other thing is you don't want to tap the Hydra.
Oh yeah.
The Hydra, because it breaks it. Yeah, no, it's actually in 3D space, and you can place them wherever you want. So this guy is parented to my wrist, and when I have something selected and my other hand gets near my right hand, I get just a couple options based on what I have selected, which is kind of neat. But yeah, basically everything's just on little planes in 3D space. So the main bit of it is all the interaction is handled with the NGUI package, which is pretty awesome. It took all of like 30 minutes to edit support into it.
Is it pretty natural to have your options on the hand that you're holding the object in?
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. See, I'm finding right now it's because it's actually set up in the scene and it's not drawn by a separate camera. You can be occluded and actually not be able to get to it because the collider for the mesh blocks the collider for the thing, for the UI. But that's just like a kind of a minor thing I figured out last night. I mean, it feels nice to me, but I've put a couple people into it and they just kind of don't get it. They see that thing up there and they can't read it, not thinking that, oh hey, if I move this, I can now see what's going on. I don't know. This is basically stuff I started Sunday night. So I haven't done much time or really had any time to put anybody in to try it. So I'm hoping you guys can tell me if it feels natural. Yeah. So kind of made everything in the world somewhat movable and editable, which can make for some weird designs depending on who you put in here. Kind of working on some stuff. Oops. Wow, that's much harder with the thing not on my face.
Yeah. So is the magnometer completely eliminated drift?
Basically.
Yeah.
I mean, in the time we've been talking now, my little arrow here is pointing directly at my Hydra base station still, which in the first revision probably would have been drifted off by about 5 to 10 degrees by now.